So this is part two of US Express orientation. So after they give you your hiring packet, you got to call your trainer coordinator. Your trainer coordinator will let you know if you have a trainer or not, or if you're going home. So I didn't have a trainer. None of us had trainers. Everyone in there, either they were first seaters where they didn't have to go with a trainer, so they just went right out, got their truck after orientation, and so forth, and left. But us, the rest of us, we had to go home and wait for them to uh, find us a trainer. Now, as a new student driver, right? As a new student driver, you don't road test or do any type of back end during orientation. They have a rule that they don't do that. They wait until after you've done your training. Once you've done your training out with your trainer, then you come back and test out. And they test out, and it's called upgrade, so you can get your own truck. Now that test consists of a road test, which is automatic truck, and it also consists of you gotta do a 90, a 45, and a straight line, and you gotta do a couple and uncouple. From what I've read on my paper, it stated that if you fail, and also you have to take 100 question test. Um, it's either written or computerized. If you fail any section of those tests, from what I read, they just extend your training 50 hours or something like that. But I don't know. I just heard well, matter of fact, I didn't hear. I seen it on YouTube. A guy was training someone, and he hit during his upgrade. He hit a trailer twice. They hit the trailer the first time. They gave him a um a retake, and he hit it again. So they sent him home. So I don't know. I've seen the paper that I have says that they will retest you uh, at a later time after I guess after you do your 50 hours of additional training. So my suggestion is get out and look 100 times if you need to make sure you don't hit shit. Um, Let me see what else I need to cover. So if your paperwork isn't done and the safety hasn't approved your application yet, hired you yet, you're gonna go back to the orientation site and sit there until it's done. Now there were people still sitting there. Now they have an orientation that starts on a Monday to Wednesday. There were people still sitting there on Thursday because their applications, they weren't approved yet. They weren't hired yet for various reasons. So again, make sure your paperwork is right. Make sure that if you got any medical issues, that you got medical clearance from your doctor to work. Make sure that your employment history is accurate and all that stuff. So there's no holdup. Now I already knew about this before coming to US Express, so I made sure that everything was right. That's why I only went to office one time just to sign my application. That's it. Um, they pay you $58 a day for orientation. You don't get that until the Friday after you complete your orientation. So I just completed orientation this Friday that just passed. So I will get that orientation pay this coming Friday. Now they do give you, if you choose not, if you choose to have your pay direct deposit into your account, to your bank account, and not use their card, that's fine. But on your fuel card, that you just won't get the second card, your pay debit card, but you'll get a fuel card. They'll issue you right then and there when you get your hiring packet. There will be $50 on that card. Now, there's still some confusion on whether that's just a $50 that they just give you after orientation. A couple of people said no, that's just $50 they give you, and then you still get your full orientation pay the following week. I'm not sure, but don't matter. but it's $58 a day. Now I'm not in a trainer truck right now. I'm actually home. I get $50 for a day for 6 days, up to 12 days. All right. Um, when I'm on the truck, I get $70 a day. All right, so that gives you $490 a week. All right, and you got to do 175 hours of behind the wheel drive time. I actually just called my trainer today. It's Monday. I called my trainer, want to know, you know, because I don't feel like sitting here like wasting time doing nothing. So she says that she would help me out and see if she can get me on a dedicated training truck, because I guess they were just going to put me on a regional OTR training. But she said that she can more than likely have me on a dedicated training truck, which is fine with me because the position I applied for was is dedicated. So either Dollar General or Dollar Tree or whatever other dedicated accounts they'll have available once I'm done my training. What else did I want to cover? Oh, so once your third day and you're done everything and you got hired, that you're gonna wake up in the morning, get to the terminal. The van service is gonna take you to the terminal at 8 o'clock in the morning. You're gonna sit at the terminal, wait for your phone call if you haven't heard anything from your trainer coordinator, and you're going to go on a computer. Now you can do it on a computer or you can do it on your phone, but you have to watch 16 videos. And it's actually more than 16 videos of just a bunch of safety stuff, how to drive, just a whole bunch of safety videos, and you have to take the test afterwards, after each video. Now some of the sections of the videos have like 4 videos in one section. Now it takes hours, man, and it's exhausting. You don't fail. You can't fail the test. But if you do fail, if you don't get enough answers right, you got to take the test over again. So you have to watch the video all over again and then take the test. So some of the videos are 15 minutes, 10 minutes, 3 minutes, 2 minutes, 5 minutes. So just try to get that done as quickly as possible, because your trainer probably will tell you that you can't get on the trainer truck until you complete your videos. But I completed mine pretty quick. So you got to do those videos. During your during your training on the truck, you got to do 10 hours of backing. So I guess they time it on your driver tech to make sure you're doing 10 hours of some type of backing skill. So you got to do that. The training is 175 hours, so it takes about 3.5 to 4 weeks to typically to complete your your driver training, your training with your trainer. If your trainer goes home during the week, like if I go with the dedicated trainer or regional trainer, your trainer will more than likely go home every weekend. So what they do is they put you up in a hotel for however long he's taking his home time. With the dedicated, they're normally home a day and a half, so you'll be in the hotel for a day and a half, I guess, or 2 days, whatever it is. Anything else about the orientation? Make sure when you go to orientation, you have a copy of your direct deposit form, your driver's license. Make sure you have your driver's license. And make sure you have your social security card. Yeah, just make sure you have those things. Some people, they were coming there and they didn't have their direct deposit form, so they had to do a whole bunch of stuff to try to get their direct deposit forms sent in, or they would have to use U.S. Express's direct deposit card that they use. Other than that, the orientation is easy. It's not a whole lot of paperwork, like I was saying. It's real quick. is basically a bunch of videos you watching. You watching nothing but videos. The orientation instructor was cool, nice guy. But you're just watching a bunch of videos. That's it. Videos after videos, and the driver tech, learning how to use the driver tech, and really the main thing, that long as you can get past the physical test, US Express's physical test, you should be fine. Um, Outside of just waiting for it to know if you're hired. The only thing that's going to prevent you from being hired is something on your record, and I'm not talking about a criminal record. I'm talking about your your employment record, your driving record, your and criminal record, all of those things. If you have those things on there, and I'm not saying that they're not going to hire you if you have a criminal record. They will hire you if you have a criminal record. I guess it's based off of length of time, or yeah, I believe it's based off of how long it's been and the severity of it. Possibly, I don't know how they determine it. But your driving record, make sure your driving record is cool. And if you used to drive, if you drove before CDL, and you were let go for safety reason. It was a guy that was let go for a safety reason. He drove a school bus, and he just backed into a light or something like that. I don't know, some along those lines, but he didn't get hired because of it. Just make sure you cover all those things. Um, Really, that's about it. Uh, the company seems cool. I see a lot of complaints, but I've seen a lot of complaints with Snyder. I've seen a lot of complaints with Swift. I've seen a lot of complaints with a company I used to work for. I've seen a lot of complaints with all kind of companies. So no company is perfect. Just get there, get your experience, and roll. If that's the case, get your experience, and go local, or find a new company, another company that you want to go to. I don't believe there's not too many companies that have as many options as US Express. Besides Snyder, Snyder has a lot of options, but as far as getting you home a lot and stuff like that, US Express has jobs where you can be home every night. So just make sure that you don't just jump around because you're not getting what you want. You gotta take a little stuff just to get where you want to be. So yeah, I'll keep you posted. Make sure y'all come to US Express. You got everything in order though. All right, peace.